Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency and Wally Hatchett's Comfort Food and Drinks at 6439 Summer Avenue.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. Don't tell me how many times I've said that over the last 20-something years. And 7 or 8 show producers, and the best one is here right now.
Absolutely.
She keeps me going, and she is so knowledgeable now in outdoors that we have created Shelby McCall is our outdoor expert here.
Yes, she is.
When she brings her trumpet. But, hey, this is second Saturday. Ron Wong's in studio. John Gordon couldn't make it. We'll be back with John. Maybe I can get him on next week with Frank Barton as we talk outdoors on next week's show. But Ron has really come through for me this week. It's been kind of a rugged week. My energy level hasn't been really good, but it seems like this show is a picker-up for me. And when I knew that we were going to get to talk to Crappie Dan himself, Dan Dannemuller, and then Ron said, well, let's just talk to James Bryant. He knows a thing or two about crappie fishing.
One or two things.
One or two things, maybe 3 or 4. So I said, hey, Ron, do it. So, Ron, why don't you introduce this next guy? And I just want to sit back and listen.
Well, from Laurie, Missouri.
Laurie, I knew you'd have to throw that in there.
Of
Not Ava.
Laurie, Missouri. The owner, tournament director, janitor of the American Crappie Trail, James Bryant.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, I didn't know about that janitor stuff. I thought
He
that
does
was Ron's
everything.
job. Okay, I thought that was Ron's job.
He
but,
does
Only
everything.
when Ron's not there.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know Ron wasn't able to be at Truman, but
Well, I hated it,
I
too.
understand that, as usual, it was a great tournament. You guys ran it really well. The fishing, I don't know all the results yet. But
I'll tell you what I was surprised about.
Tell me.
There were a couple of locals that didn't do near as well as I thought that they would. And, of course, a local one of them is Kyler Beckman. I thought, well, he should finish in the money. And he fell off pretty good. It must have been a tough tournament. James, tell us about the winner of the American Crappie Trail tournament there on Truman Lake, and why was it so tough for everybody?
Well, so first of all, thank you again for having me on the air. It's a wonderful opportunity to be with you guys once again.
Thanks.
And I can't thank you enough for that. And I wish you had like an 11 o'clock section instead of a 7 o'clock because, it's so early this morning on Saturday morning.
That's right.
I'm up and going. And
Okay, go, James. What happened at Truman?
Good old Ron hit me with like 17 questions there to get go, but let's just deal with them one at a time.
Yeah.
First of all, why were the conditions so tough at Truman? Well, we had a bunch of rain.
Okay.
And, as the way, if people have no idea how Missouri is laid out, Truman Lake is above Lake of the Ozarks, and then Lake of the Ozarks feeds into the Osage River, which feeds into the Missouri River.
Yes.
So with that being said, the Missouri River, with all the rain we've been having, was awfully high, so they held water.
Okay.
So we had a huge inflow of water when we came to town for Truman. And as if anybody knows anything about crappie, which, Ron said I knew a lot, but I don't. I just have a bunch of outstanding anglers that do, and I pay attention.
Yes.
Because I can't catch crappie worth a darn.
Okay.
I try.
You try.
I'm really good at that 9-inch, clean them for eating. But trophy fish, not my game. I'm pretty bad at that.
So it was
but
tough.
Anyway,
it was tough.
So what I've learned from these seasoned anglers is that crappie, A, do not like change, and B, they do not like inflow.
There you go.
So that fresh water that comes in, it just really makes it difficult.
Yes.
So a lot of the locals didn't pay attention to the inflow, and because Lake of the Ozarks below wasn't giving water out, there wasn't current.
Okay.
So imagine it's like flushing the toilet, but nothing's going down.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So it just gets fuller and fuller and just gets swirled up, and you got a mess.
Yeah.
Don't want to get too
Rising
bad on
water.
Saturday morning, but
rising
water is bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Correct.
Yeah.
So some of the seasoned anglers, and you mentioned Kyler Beckman, just didn't quite have the adjustments to find those fish and they basically move out in the middle of the lake and they become scattered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy that can cover a lot of water quick and catch them could.
Yes.
And Reece Jump, who was our overall winner, had figured that out over 2 days and did it.
Okay.
So, pretty straightfortable. But, Ron mentioned some names. Matthew Rogers is a tremendous angler. He's one of the Jenko sponsor teams, and he did an amazing job. He literally just didn't even weigh.
Wow.
2 days in a row.
Wow.
So it was, some of those conditions just weren't favorable for some of the anglers that we had expected to do well.
Yes.
Now there were some locals, Gelati and Gelati. They finished like second and third respectively both years. Solid with another third, but they were on a great pattern, and those fish just moved on them. So it was really difficult, the conditions.
What did it take to win? What did it take to win, James?
It was a little over 23 pounds in 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah. So that tells you something there because, typically it'll take an average pound and a half crappie, 7 crappie.
Yeah.
Which is a little over 10 pounds.
Yeah. And you just didn't have the conditions like that. And that's why they call it fishing and not catching. So, I mean, even even the pros and even the locals, when it's not right, it's not right. And you guys have put together such an amazing year, James, with your events. And Ron, we've been able to cover them here on Outdoors with Larry Ray and LROutdoors.com. We've got all the results. We got pictures and things from every tournament.
I need to send you a picture too, James, of Larry in studio today. Last tournament that I was at, which was Lake Washington, I got a cap from Mark Strunk, a black speck cap. And guess Larry's got it on. He said, I got to keep my head warm because I have no hair.
Yeah, I don't have any hair thanks to cancer, but at the same time, I can wear some really nice hats. And Ron has got the. At
least you have an excuse. I'm just bald.
Well, I'm with you on that, buddy. But I do wear my black speck fishing cap in here today. Talking to James Bryant. He is the American Crappie Trail owner. And Ron went through all of his duties and even threw in janitor. But I got to check on that one for sure. But we're talking ACT, which we do a lot on Outdoors with Larry Ray, primarily through Ron's connection and our connection over the years. And I know we're just in June, James, but you guys are probably already looking ahead to the fall and trying to set your schedule. How does that work?
I'm ready for summer break.
Yeah. Yeah. So to start out, to finish up our end of our year, we have one more tournament in September, which is on Grenada Lake, the land of the Giants.
Yes.
And from let's talk a little business from a business standpoint.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
At the end of the year. I'm going to let everybody in a little secret today. At the end of the year, people who qualify for championships typically don't fish.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So because they've secured themselves in, and you have to adjust for the economy, and thank goodness we did because fuel prices have gotten just a little bit high.
Oh, really?
But we're not getting to politics on that now.
No.
But so what we did last year is we decided how could we get people to come and fish the last tournament. So we put a little caveat into our tournaments to where the last tournament of the year we put it on the best lake in the country, and we made it a double points.
Double points, okay.
Double points.
All right.
So guys that think they're in the hunt for the championship can get knocked out if they don't go fish in September.
Right.
So we added a little challenge there, and then guys that want to make the championship but couldn't afford or couldn't get off to work or want to participate, they can come to Grenada and still sneak in the back door if they fish well.
There you go.
So we created kind of a neat way to end our season, and we're really excited about that. And then just right after that, less than 2 weeks away, we kick off our national championship the same year in October back on the Ouachita River.
Wow.
And so we're really excited to close it out.
Back, yeah.
Yes, that's right. So guys are going to have their A game on and get going because we're going to close it out quick and go. But to reel back now, the summer months are always hard for tournaments, bass or crappie.
Yes.
So ICAST is coming up right now in July.
Yeah.
So this is the time of year where we sit down and we put our analytics together, which if people don't know what that is, that's how many people, look at your social media pages, watch your TV show.
Right.
We take all the information and we go to some of the lakes next year we'd like to see, and we're on the road. Our sales group's on the road. And we talk fishing and what we can bring to the area. And, these lakes that are out there, they love ACT to come because we can highlight their lake because we have, without a doubt, some of the best professionals in the country that can show what kind of fish are in these bodies of water.
Grenada is a real prime stopping point. Those folks really, and Ron will know this, and not only is it Big Fish Lake, but the entire community, Ron, Grenada is, they open their doors.
From the mayor down to everybody, the commissioners there, they have open arms for the fishermen. And really try to...
And not to step in, Ron, but even the Corps of Engineers.
Yeah.
The people who run the lake, I mean, they go above and beyond to make sure we have our required permits in, that everything's smooth and seamless.
Yes,
and
yeah.
It's a great place to go. And it's, let's face it, it's the land of the giants. You want to catch a 3-pound crappie or a 4-pound crappie, that's a place to go to do it.
And even in September, there's a good chance of catching a 3-pound crappie on Grenada Lake.
Well, sure.
Probably one of the only lakes in the U.S. that you can do that. So
in September.
That's right.
Yeah.
But 3 or 4 years ago, nobody even heard of Darbone.
I know that. That's my Darbone. I love Darbone. I just like to say it. I've never been there, but
that's a pretty cool place.
It's a cool place, and they really throw open the door. What, Farmersville or whatever that little farm is?
Farmersville,
That's correct. That's correct. So, with that being said, I mean, the real question out there is what tournament or what fisherman is going to expose the next lake to make it, to put them on the map.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we look at when we move into 2023. What unknown lake are we going to add to the schedule? The fishermen go, well, why in the world are you going there? And then they find out through the research we did that that's the next big lake that's coming. Well, and they're out there. They're still out there.
I know you guys have taken this by the horn, so to speak, and rolled with it. And, James, we appreciate you being on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
By the way, before we let you go, James.
Tell them how to get information, Ron. Is that right? Yeah. Tell them how we get information about the American Crappie Trail.
So if you want to be a part of the American Crappie Trail, if you want some more information, there's several ways you can do it. Our easiest way is to go to actfishing.com, or you can go to www.americancrappietrail.com. You can go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
You're there.
And if you go to YouTube, you can see every TV show and every live feed we've ever done since the day we started.
That's amazing. You see a lot of Ron Wong's photos, too. I know
That's right.
He's eating. He's eating food. I know that. So I know that.
That's why I told him. I said, we have to go and edit out some of the pictures because it's always fun every
Oh
time.
my gosh! Oh my. Okay. Hey, James Bryant, thank you, buddy. We'll talk to you down the road.
I'll see you down the road, buddy.
All right, man. Have a great weekend.
Appreciate everything. It's been a pleasure talking to you again. You guys have a great Saturday.
Thanks, James. All right.
Bye-bye.
Let's take our next break and let's wrap this baby up on Outdoors with Larry.